is too much with the vest and the apron, and we are going to be cooking a little bit tonight. So I'm still sticking with my let's get ready for the holiday theme on the things that we are making. So this is, ooh, hold on, let me adjust my apron. So this is chat number 199, and we just got through talking about dine in, dine out. So having, being able to participate in the menu is going to be super helpful on keeping you on track. So last week we made a dressing stuffed baked apple in the air fryer. We will be getting that recipe up again. Life has been crazy this last 6 weeks. We are finally back to some kind of normal. So we will get that posted ASAP. The pictures turned out delightful, but tonight we're gonna make a couple of super easy things. I mean, these are so stinking easy, it's not even funny. So I'm hoping that everybody that was having audio trouble, I'm hoping that because I just moved the microphone that you all can still hear me. Tonight we are actually gonna be, making one thing in a pan. We are going to make, and dang it, I left them in the refrigerator. I'll be right back. Hold please, do not go anywhere. Do not move. I left the main ingredient in the refrigerator. Okay. So, these are, first thing we're gonna make is the world's easiest mashed potatoes. So, these are Trader Joe's frozen potatoes, and they've been sitting in the refrigerator for the last hour or so waiting on the chat to start. I'm gonna go ahead and get the heat turned on my pan because we can't use a pan over here. The stove's over there. Then I have my portable stove eye. I'm sorry to anyone who just heard that dragging noise. And Daniela, yeah, I'm sorry. So Daniela, are you new? Are you new? So Daniela on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. So I know this is backwards, but it says IfYouHaveAnEgg. So if you go to IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, then tomorrow we will have this posted, and I promise I will post. So where you are right now on the public Facebook page, and Daniela's new, so everybody say hello to Daniela. But that will be posted. So I am the hostess. I'm Kelly. Nice to meet you, Daniela. And Jessica does all of our typing for us, so she posts everything on the blog, and then Casey does all of our YouTube videos. So be sure and watch for those tomorrow. But these are the easiest potatoes. So a lot of you all are going to be making things for Thanksgiving that you've never made before. I saw this morning on the news that I think they said 1 in 4 people, pretty sure they said 1 in 4 people will be making a turkey this year for the very first time. That they've never, like 1 in 4 people have never made, 1 in 4 people that will be making a turkey this year, they've never made one before. So I know if you're like me, like I was forced as a child. And yes, Orlando Debbie, that is a delicata squash. And thank you, Christy, for posting the website. And thank you all for welcoming Daniela. But I was forced as a child to process many potatoes. My parents had a small hobby farm, and we grew way too many potatoes. And so I have washed, peeled, cut, gotten ready too many potatoes in my life. Too many. And hello, Alicia, you're just in time for the food. So I don't do that. Sorry, my family does not get hand washed, peeled, whatever potatoes. So this is my potato of choice. These are from Trader Joe's, and if you do not have, if you do not have a Trader Joe's, I am so sorry. I'll just go ahead and apologize now. I am so sorry. But these are the easiest potatoes on the planet to make. I'm going to show you how to make it super duper easy. I don't know why super duper is my phrase of the night, but anyway, super duper easy. Loaded mashed potatoes that you can make for Thanksgiving, Christmas, your birthday. I'm going to have them for supper tonight, whenever you want them. The nice thing about these, and my hands are clean, I've only been touching the things, and anyway, this food is for me. Why do I care if my hands are clean? But here's what I like about these. They are frozen in little tiny circles, whatever you want to call these. They are frozen in little tiny circles. So if you want to do, you know, like a serving, you could just do a serving. And I have done that before. So a serving, according to this bag, there are 5 servings in here, and a serving is 10 pieces. I have never counted to make sure that there are exactly 50 pieces in here, but unlike most things, you know, like a lot of things, I get it and I think, there's not 2 servings in that. They have lost their minds. So, but anyway, so they're frozen. So here's what they look like. If you can see that, that's what they look like inside of the bag. So all I'm gonna do is get my, but anyway, I like them because you can make 1 serving, a half a serving, a couple, the whole bag, you know, however many you wanna make. Super easy from Trader Joe's. But I'm gonna dump the whole thing into my pan. Okay, and you wanna have it on about medium heat. Oh, and I'm sorry, for this recipe, when we get done with everything that's gonna go in here, it's gonna be 4 points, whether it's on blue, green, or purple. Then to that, I'm gonna add 1/4 of a cup of water. And the 1/4 of a cup of water is just to keep them, is just to kind of let them boil. So that is to let them boil, and you want to check them periodically. You want to put it over like medium heat. What we're hoping for is for these to be, all of these to be unfrozen, and the consistency of mashed potatoes, you know, before we add all the rest of the ingredients. But I didn't have to wash anything other than my hands. I didn't have to peel anything. I didn't have to chop anything. You know, they already came frozen in a bag. And Carol Lou says, man, I wish I had a Trader Joe's near me. I'm serious. If you have any opportunity to get near a Trader Joe's, take a cooler with you and go. Okay, while those are cooking though, because that's gonna take a few minutes, so while those are cooking, you'll get a bonus recipe that is already on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and that is air fryer asparagus. So, you know, you're gonna be having lots of things, going to be having lots of things for your, you know, Thanksgiving, Christmas, you know, whatever, for your holiday meals. So you need to have some things in your arsenal. What we're going to stop, oh wait, hold on a second. Orlando Davis says Publix Simply Skinny mashed potatoes in the refrigerated section are good and low points too. Okay, awesome. But while we're waiting on this, to unfreeze over medium heat. Don't put it up too high because you don't want to burn the bottom of them, and you're going to put that 1/4 of a cup of water in there just to give them some moisture while they're, you know, while they're reconstituting. But in the meantime, we are going to take some asparagus. I'm not going to make very much because I have to eat this before I go home. So, and I wanted to save some of it. So this is just regular asparagus. I try to find the thinnest ones I can. I have found the asparagus that's as big around as your finger doesn't work as well. So I take the thinnest, you know, tender asparagus is great, but it has to be fresh. You cannot get asparagus out of a can. That ain't gonna get it. That's not gonna work. Then you're gonna take the basket for your air fryer, and I use a Simple Living Products air fryer, and all I do is, I'm sorry, I did it so fast I didn't even say anything. Break off the end. Break off the ends. You can cut off the ends, whatever you want to do, of your asparagus. But you want to break off that last little woody part because you just want the tender part of the asparagus. So you're going to break that off. And if we weren't doing this on TV, it's a lot wilder when I'm doing this in person. Okay, because I'm just throwing stuff. So, oops. Okay, and you can do a whole bunch. You do not have to do this in a little tiny amount like I'm doing here. This is just because I have to eat these before I go home. I will say this, the asparagus, it's best if you eat it right after you cook it. And yes, thinner asparagus are more tender, Susie. So it's better if you eat it right as you cook it, which is why I'm only making a small amount. Use your Evo sprayer. These are on, if you need to see where to buy, we don't sell these, but if you need to see where to buy an Evo sprayer, we do have a link for this on IfYouHaveAnEgg.com. If you go under, never can think what it's, I don't know, it's my recommendation section. But you're just going to lightly spray it, or you can use some nonstick spray. And you can use olive oil, you can use canola oil, whatever your oil of choice is, because oil is oil is oil is oil. Some of it is better for you than others, but none of it is less points. So oil is oil. Okay, and I'm gonna stir those potatoes real quick. And they're turning into a nice consistency. And see, now I wish I was like Paula Deen and had a camera up high so I could switch it to the overhead camera. Okay, so just giving the potatoes a quick stir, and I will show you it's already starting to look like mashed potatoes. Okay, so we're gonna keep that heating up while we do this. Okay, so what we're gonna do is take some nutritional yeast, and if you do not yet have nutritional yeast, we have a chat for this. So you're gonna have to go back and watch the chat. I put this on almost everything that I put in the air fryer if it's savory, not if it's sweet. It does not taste good on anything sweet, but it tastes like Parmesan and panko had a baby. You'll have to go back and watch the chat to find out what that means. And yeah, Vicki put nutritional yeast in her grits today. It's also very good for you. So you're just gonna sprinkle that on there. Okay, so I spritzed it. So they're washed. These are washed. I broke off the woody stem, a little bit of the woody stem at the end, sprayed it, spritzed it, put nutritional yeast on it. Then, just because I'm obsessed with this, you can put any kind of seasoning on this, but I'm going to put the Dax Ranch on there because I have not tried it on the asparagus yet. So, I'm going to sprinkle some of that on there. And this is salt-free, and trust me, after the 6 weeks that we've had of eating just whatever we can get a hold of, I need the salt-free. So that's what the asparagus looks like in there, and I'm going to put it in the air fryer on 360 for 8 minutes. Okay, and Christy said I could do a new nutritional yeast chat because it's been a while. Actually, I think I probably could. Okay, if you have a Simple Living Products air fryer, you're going to scoop and not shove. Okay, so I know you couldn't see that, but I scoop to put it in. You don't shove it in there, okay? And we're going to put it on 360 degrees, so push this button. It's already on 360, and it needs to be on there for 8 minutes. To turn the time down, you push this, turn it back to 8, and we're going to push go. Okay, so that's going to go, and here in 8 minutes, that'll be just about the right time. We are going to, bye Kathy. So it will be, and okay, yes. So it will be just about time to take that out when we are finished with the potatoes. So these are still heating up. The directions on the back of the bag, because I forgot to read that to you. So the directions on the back of the bag of potatoes says, and I'm sorry, somebody asked about, okay, Mary says, is nutritional yeast available in a regular grocery store? Around here, yes. So I live in Knoxville, Tennessee, and we have nutritional yeast at Kroger, Publix, Food City, I think they have it at Ingles, but yes, at a regular grocery store. And okay, and Carol, sorry, Carol Lou just said she finds it in the spice aisle. So sometimes it's in the spice aisle, sometimes it is in the we call it the hippie granola section, like where all the health food stuff is, and things like all the organic stuff. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's with the flour. Oh, Evie says Walmart has it, but y'all know I don't go to Walmart. I don't shop at Walmart, so I'll never find out that it's there. And Terry says Bob's Red Mill has it. Yes, they do. They do have it. And let's see. My Christy says Meyer has it. Alicia says Winco in Idaho has it. Never heard of Winco. Love to come and visit. But really quickly, the directions on the back of the frozen potato bag is for 2 servings, place 16 to 20 potato medallions. They're called medallions. Potato medallions in a non-metallic bowl. Cover and microwave on full power for 2 to 2.5 minutes. Stir, and then another 2 to 2.5 minutes. On the stovetop, same thing. If it's 2 servings, it's 3 tablespoons of water. I did the whole bag, so I did 1/4 cup of water. And then cook over moderate heat for 9 to 10 minutes, stirring frequently. And then a serving suggestion they say is use milk or chicken broth in place of water, and add butter or margarine for a richer flavor. Okay, we're going to do better than that. So while this is finishing heating up, I'm going to stir it one more time because we are just about ready to put the extra things in our potatoes. I'm going to turn this up so you all can see what this is looking like. So this is potatoes. This is not fake potatoes. these are potatoes. So these are real potatoes, and they are back to, now that they're heated up with a little bit of water, they are, where's my camera? They are actual potatoes, okay? Okay. Uh-oh, and I don't know what happened with Gina, but thank you, Sylvia. Okay, to this though, so remember I said we were gonna make the world's easiest, we're gonna make the world's easiest loaded mashed potatoes. So, loaded mashed potatoes need something creamy in them. Well, I'm not going to put a whole bunch of junk in them because remember, I still want to keep this kind of Weight Watchers friendly, kind of WW friendly. So I'm going to put 8 ounces to make them the creamiest that they possibly can be. That is 8 ounces of fat-free cream cheese. So I'm going to put that in there and kind of start chopping it up so that it can start melting in there. Then, and this is going to be like 10 or 12 servings. So I know that bag said that it was only 5 servings, but this is going to end up being like 10 or 12 servings. And I'll give you, when we post the recipe, I will give you the exact measurement. But since we're adding other things to it, it's going to be more than that. Then to that, while that's starting to melt, we're going to add 1 cup. Okay, hold on. What happened to Gina? Hold on just a second. Now I got to go back and see what happened to Gina. I don't know. Y'all are going to have to tell me. You're going to have to tell me because I can't see what happened. This is 1 cup of plain, non-fat plain Greek yogurt. We're going to put that in there. So this is going to act like sour cream. So I don't know if you put sour cream in your loaded mashed potatoes or like in a loaded baked potato. But, oh no. Gina, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This stinks right now. It just absolutely stinks. So that is 1 cup of plain non-fat Greek yogurt. We're going to give that a quick stir. And let all of that be melting. And I know you all can't see this, but that fat-free cream cheese, ooh my goodness, it is so creamy. Okay, then you're going to make some crispy bacon. So listen to how crispy this is, okay? Well, y'all can't hear it. Maybe you can hear that. But some crispy bacon. So this is bacon that I also cooked in the air fryer right before we started. And whatever your choice of bacon is, do not do more than 3 smart points worth of bacon. So this is from Trader Joe's. It's the uncured dry rubbed bacon. So I can do 3 pieces. So you're going to do, if you do turkey bacon, you could do more if you wanted it. If you do vegan bacon, if you do veggie bacon, you're just going to have to count the points for that. But to keep this recipe at 4 smart points per serving for blue, green, or purple, you're going to want to keep it to 2 points worth of bacon. So this is 2 points worth of bacon and 1 cup. This is 1 cup of Velveeta original shreds. John, I'll be bringing my apron home to wash it because I just swapped bacon on it. Anyway, this is 1 cup of Velveeta shreds, original shreds. I got cheddar shreds. So I use this instead of fat-free cheese because I don't like fat-free cheese. So I'm going to put both of those in here. And I'm going to try and scoot this over just a little bit so that you all can see it. But I don't want to burn myself. Okay, so as you can see, I have all of this in here. Heating up now. So now I've got the potatoes that I had already put in there. I have got the water that I originally put in there with it. I have the fat-free cream cheese. I have the Velveeta shreds. And I have 2 points worth of bacon. And this is going to make about 10 servings by the time we get through. And again, tomorrow when we post the recipe, I will give you the exact serving size. This is going to be perfect timing. Okay. So, and I gotta tell you, this little tabletop eye is not doing too bad. Not doing too bad. Yes, Debbie, it has points. This has points. Of course, the potatoes have points. But keep in mind, even if you didn't want to do potatoes, you could still do this with like riced cauliflower and make like a riced cauliflower mash, or you could use riced cauliflower to hashtag bulk it up so that you could make more and not have as many points. You know, you could have more of it and not have as many points. Because I think riced cauliflower mixed in with mashed potatoes is very good. And my asparagus is done. Oops, hold on a second. Okay, so I'm gonna grab the asparagus real quick. Give me just a second. Well, I promise I'm coming right back. Okay, so sorry, I promise I am coming. Okay, so the asparagus is ready. Ooh, it sounds so good. We're gonna let it cool off just a little bit because I'm not gonna stick this hot in my mouth, but look at this. So those little ends are good and crispy. So we're gonna let that sit for just a minute so that it is not scalding hot when I put it in my mouth. When I asked John what he wanted for supper tomorrow night, as soon as I said that there could be asparagus involved, he was on it. He was like, asparagus. It didn't really matter what went with it. He wanted asparagus. Yeah, he was all about the asparagus. Okay, so this is perfect because we have like 7 minutes left. And let's see, Chrissy says, we have done a lot of riced cauliflower with regular rice to bulk it up. Yeah, that's perfect for that. And Carol wants to know if that's the same number of points as the fat-free cream cheese. Okay, I'll have to come back and... Okay, so Debbie, yeah. So Orlando Debbie said, no talking about non-fat ricotta cheese. That is so hard to find now. That would have been one of the ingredients in this, but non-fat ricotta cheese, no fat, like no fat, not skim ricotta, not part skim ricotta, not low fat ricotta. Fat-free ricotta is so hard to find. I've had to start finding other things to substitute, which breaks my heart. But anyway, okay. So again, we will tell you tomorrow what the points are going to be on this. But for now, I want to show you what it looks like, and oh my gosh, it smells so yummy. So yummy. But on the asparagus, when I told John that asparagus could be involved, he was like, I don't care what it is. I want, because he loves, excuse me, because he loves the air fryer asparagus. And I don't know why I have no utensils out here to eat with today. Apparently I was so excited about this, I forgot to get anything to eat with. Okay. So, look how creamy this is. Look how absolutely creamy that is. So you did not have to, you didn't have to peel a potato, you didn't have to wash potato, you didn't have to, you know, make the kids in the other room, you know, the people that are going to be sitting at the kids' table, you didn't have to make them prepare, you know, any potatoes. You just went ahead and used frozen potatoes. You added fat-free cream cheese, some Velveeta shreds, a little bit of bacon, some non-fat plain Greek yogurt, and now we are going to top this off. Oh, it has some bacon in it. Now we are going to top this off with Dax Steakhouse, and we do have this at Casey Kitchen Center. So if you want any of the spices that that I show, we do have them at Casey Kitchen Center, or you can order them at Dax website. You can order direct from them. But we have these if you're here in Knoxville, or if you're like my Christy and you drive to Knoxville to pick up your Dax spices. Yeah, but the Steakhouse, that on a baked potato, mashed potatoes, anything that involves a baked potato flake, this is it. You have to get the Steakhouse. You have to. So it is the best. Okay, so I'm just going to put just a little bit of that on there. I'm telling you, I know it's called Steakhouse, but the Dax Steakhouse makes it taste like a baked potato from a steakhouse. And then you have to put a little bit of chives on your loaded baked potato. So there it is with the chives on it. I'll take some pictures of this. We will get this recipe posted this week because we are, because we are getting back caught up again, which is awesome. Okay, so I'm going to try this, and then we will try John's favorite asparagus. So, and a big piece of bacon. I've eaten 2 bites of this. It's that good. It is that good. Totally worth 4 points. Totally worth 4 points. I don't even know how much, I have no idea how many points a regular loaded baked potato, mashed potatoes would be. My gosh, that's good. Okay, so that's definitely what I'm having for supper tonight. But let's try the asparagus real quick. Again, this is one of John's favorites. You can also make, let's get a couple of them out. They're not too hot. You can also make this bacon wrapped, and we have a recipe for bacon wrapped asparagus already on the website. But the tips are crunchy. Let me see. Hopefully you can hear it. You hear that? Oh my gosh. And the ranch. I've never had the ranch on asparagus before. Oh my gosh, that's good. Okay. Totally what I'm having for supper tonight. Okay. And yes, I know it's almost 9 o'clock. So the crunch that you just heard, that is why John likes. Oh man, I'm taking that ranch home with me. That is why John likes the asparagus in the air fryer. It has to be fresh asparagus. You cannot do that with asparagus out of a can. Okay, so we have like 2 minutes left. Do you have any quick questions while I eat the rest of this piece of asparagus? Y'all have any quick questions about this? And we are gonna end just on time. And good night, Terry. Oh, so good. Even if you don't think you like asparagus, oh yeah, Gail, no, I'm eating it. As soon as we get off here, I'm eating it. Well, not all the potatoes, but I'm totally eating this. Even if you don't think you like asparagus, so good. So good. We didn't think we liked it, and we started eating like a bunch of asparagus. And good night, Sandy. Good night to everyone. I hope y'all have an amazing week. So I am going to go ahead and wrap up so I can finish this while it is still hot. Good night, Lynn. And if you are watching this on YouTube, just go ahead and let that next video roll over. If you are watching this on YouTube and you haven't already subscribed, shame on you. But go ahead and subscribe down here, and you're going to click that little bell so that you'll be notified every time we post a video. And Danielle wants to know what the ranch is. We have this at Casey. I work at Casey Kitchen Center, and we have this at Casey Kitchen Center. It's called Dax. We use it. Yes, I know, Carol, it reminds you of the green beans too. We use this because it is salt and MSG free, salt free and MSG free. And you can get that at caseyKitchenCenter.com, or you can go to IfYouHaveAnEgg.com and go to the products section and find it. So if you go to YouTube and watch it, go ahead and subscribe, or we have our Spreadshirt link is up there. Everybody be here for the 200th chat. And Susie, that is such depressing news. She said Washington just went down into lockdown again. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Go to Trader Joe's. Buy all the stuff. Hurry. Okay. But anyway, everybody have an amazing week. I thank you all so much for letting us be here. Thank you so much for supporting us and for keeping us going when we were having such a weird, time. But we are back. We are back at it, and hopefully you all will be here next week for the 200th. So stay tuned. Do follow us on YouTube for more information on that, and Instagram too. Yeah, go follow us on Instagram. You really need to go follow us on Instagram because that's where I post everything that's super fast. But anyway, y'all have a great evening. I will see you next time. I'm going to eat my supper, and I will see you next week. Good night.